Welcome back to the farm. We're back out here on the griddle this evening. I've got something different for you today. Today we're going to make pork tenderloin sandwiches. I've had these all different places and I always love them. We're going to do it our way here. So I want to tell you what all we've done so far. But first of all, what we got here is we got fresh green beans. Now what we're going to do with those, we've already put some, if you can see there good, we've got some vegetable seasoning and olive oil in that. And then over here, we have got some fresh young potatoes, all cut up, same thing, olive oil and vegetable seasoning in those. Now you can do, a lot of people put herbs in those and they'll put cheese in those, and that's okay. We're gonna put the potatoes down first, and once we get those down, I'll go ahead and tell you what we did with the meat here. So, got the grill warming up here. Getting pretty warm. We'll go ahead and turn a couple of these burners down here. I'll dump them right on there. We're just going to toss these a little bit here. Smells good already. Get these potatoes good and started here. And now we're going to drop these beans. Same thing with these. Like I said, they've got vegetable seasoning on them. Let's see, we're going to try to pull them over here. Now save a little room for our pork tenderloin. Now we got one more thing. Now we got some onions here too. We're going to saute and we're going to get those crystallized. What I did with mine, I put a light coating of garlic. I don't know if you can see that. You don't want a lot of garlic in that. I like to put a little bit, just a little bit in it, not a lot. And you don't have to put garlic in it if you don't want to. Remember, you do it your way. Do it how you like it. Everybody's going to do it how they want to do it. It's okay if you don't want to follow someone's recipe. It's okay if you don't want to follow my recipe. Do it your way. Just some ideas, you know. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some of these potatoes and these beans pretty close to getting done, because I've prepared these over here and these will get done really quick. These tenderloins will. So we're going to get most of this done before we drop those down. Remember to stir those potatoes. Now I'm just putting this lid on for a little while. Toward the end, what we'll do is we'll take that lid off and leave it off. We're just trying to get these potatoes to soften up first, because potatoes take a while on the griddle. French fries, potatoes, so you want to kind of soften those up. Now while that's doing its thing there, let me get these onions turned back here a little bit. Now, while that's all doing its thing back there, I'm going to tell you what we did. So what we did, we bought pork tenderloin. Now what I did was, I cut it in half, then I butterflied it because it's real thick. Then I took a meat tenderizer and I tenderized it. Then I took the flat side of the meat tenderizer and I flattened it out real thin, because you want these to be really thin, right? Once I was done with that, I barely lightly coated these on both sides with Worcestershire sauce. Now, Worcestershire sauce, but just a little bit. And the reason I did that was because I put a pork rub on these. So if you can see that there, you can see the good golden look, brown looking rub there. That should flavor these really good. And I'm going to put all the links here to the seasoning I use, the rub I use, so you'll know what I use if you want to make it this way. So those are ready to go. And then last thing we got is the bread over here. The hoagie buns again, and we'll open those up, butter the grill, and we'll toast the bottom of them as well. Now, the onions are looking really good. Now what you want to do with these onions, these are going to go on your sandwiches. So what we want to do with these, we're trying to get these sauteed here, a good caramelize on them. The beans, basically the same thing. We're kind of caramelize. Oh, them beans are starting to look really good actually. And potatoes, obviously you know how to get potatoes done. You don't get them done. And everything may come off before the potatoes, and that's all right. We'll take it off one at a time as it gets done. When you're out here cooking on your grill, that's the thing. Even though you drop everything and you try to time it to where everything comes off at the same time, I can tell you from experience that very rarely works out. So you just watch for your stuff to get done and pull it off as it gets done. Don't try to overdo it. I think we're done with the lid for now. There's a good looking onion. Good. Everything looks like it's coming along pretty good. I may get ready to pull these onions off. They're getting real close. Potatoes are looking good. Potatoes are going to be a while on them probably, and that's okay. I think these beans are done though. Something I keep meaning to buy that I haven't bought yet. So like when something gets done, you want to keep it warm. You can have a rack right here that sets up off the grill and it keep your food warm for the stuff that's got done. I keep meaning to get one of those, and I keep forgetting and keep forgetting it. Now, those have been following my channel, you know that I've only had this griddle for a few weeks, maybe a month now, and so I haven't got everything I want yet. Getting ready to build a porch, put this all under a porch where it's cooler and I don't have to cook out here in this hot sun. That's coming up pretty soon. I may do a video series on that for those of you who are interested. Now, I think it's time to drop these here. It won't take these long. There we go. Let me get me a towel. I thought I had one. I'm going to try one of the beans just to make sure. We may let this go a little longer. We got to make room for them though. I'm gonna put the beans back on. They're real soft, but they're not quite what I want yet. So I'm gonna put them back on for just a little bit longer. All right. So I bought this griddle. Tractor Supply, believe it or not, of all places, was running a special on this. And they got, you can get it on Amazon too, but they had a special on at Tractor Supply for this very grill Amazon sales. They had it for $2.79. It's a 4-burner. And so Now most places has a 2-burner for $2.79. So I caught this on Memorial Day weekend sale. See how fast those pork tenderloins are getting done? It won't take no time for those. And that's okay. They start getting close, we may turn the heat down a little bit. All right. Now I go ahead and tell for those of you who think about get a griddle, and those of you who already have one can attest to this. When you got this much food on here, you got your hands full. You got to keep working. Now, so if you haven't bought one yet and you're thinking about buying one, you'll love it. But just know, when you cook on these things, this much of different variety of foods and stuff, you're gonna have your hands full. Those onions are done. We're done with those. Those look mighty good. Now it gives us a little bit more room here with the green beans. These green beans now, so you gotta kind of watch them. And I'll try to show you one here in a minute. The thing about these are, you just gotta spread them out. And if I tell you on all my other videos about vegetables, you wanna spread them out. And here's why. I'm gonna show you a reason why right here. I don't know if you can see this bean right here. I turn it over. You can see how done that bean is. See how it's brown on top right there? Well, some others ain't like that. So it's a challenge getting all those done evenly. And you just got, like I said, you just gotta keep working at it. Just gotta keep working at it. And the potatoes are going to be the challenge too. Now what we'll do to check those is we'll just barely come in here. See that still felt a little bit crunchy. And if you ain't sure, cut you off a little piece and try it. Only way you want to know. Yeah, it's a little bit crunchy still. That's not what you want. Nobody won't like it. Nobody like that. The potatoes gotta be tender. You know, you want them brown on the outside, obviously, but you want them to be tender on the inside. You don't want to be crunchy on the inside. We're getting now, I think we're about done on those beans. They're getting real good and close. I don't think we can do much more without burning them up, so I'm going to pull them off. I'll show them to you here in just a second. For those of you who've never cooked beans on a griddle before, I've never cooked them. This is my first time cooking them on the griddle, but I've cooked beans before plenty of times and all kinds of things. Skillets, whatever, you know. We've cooked beans here. Now, I want to show you. Let me turn this meat one more time. Remember what I always tell you about the meat. Turn it often, slow and steady on your meat. That's what makes tender steaks. That's what makes tender pork loins. That's what makes tender all kinds of meat. Slow and steady. You don't want to fry it, you don't want to burn it up. Alright, so I want to show you this here. See how those beans there look brown and kind of wrinkly looking? Especially over here, on this side over here. That's what you want to look like. And that makes those beans right there. See that? That's good. That's what you want. Not all. Alright, so that's done. Now, we just got to wait on the meat, which ain't going to take long. Turn them again right quick. Yeah, it's still pretty tender. I'm going to scoot these potatoes kind of to the back because we're getting ready to put some bread on here. While those potatoes, now this meal here shouldn't take you no more. Prep time probably took me 15 minutes. My wife helped me with it. She seasons the vegetables for me and I tenderize the meat and everything. But it shouldn't take a prep time about 15 minutes. And then about another 30 cooks, so it's a 45-minute meal. And you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can feed about 6 or 7 people with this, maybe 8. So it's a really good meal for a decent sized gathering. I ain't gonna drop that bread just quite yet. I'm waiting on those potatoes just a little bit longer. I'm gonna run these two in the house. All right, we're gonna flip this meat again, and then we're gonna check those potatoes. This meat looks like it may be done. Now, you can find out if this is done two ways. You can use a meat thermometer, which is perfectly fine, or the way I like to do things sometimes, I usually use a meat thermometer. I'll find the biggest, thickest steak, right here it is. Cut the very edge of that off. And what I'm gonna do is pick that up, look on the inside of it. Now, for pork, when it's done, you should see solid white. I'm going to show you something here. See that? Still a little pink. That's not done. I knew it wasn't. I just wanted to show you. That's a quick way to test it. Pork should be white on the inside when it's done. Now, some people say that, and you know, if there's all kinds of, there's a meat chart you can get. There's certain temperature for steak, certain temperature for pork, and you know, it's pretty accurate. I'm going to go ahead and say it is. But the thing it ain't accurate at is it cannot take into consideration what everybody likes. You may like your pork tenderloins a little bit medium done or medium well done or something like that. And I may like mine completely done, and that's okay. That's what I always say. Everybody's different. Which I'm just checking these potatoes again. Still a little crunchy. Them potatoes take a while. Got a feeling that everything's gonna be done before those potatoes are. So what we're gonna do at this point, those are just not getting done. I wanted them to dry out real good so I could get a really crusty outside on them, but they're not getting done fast enough, so that's why we put the lid back on it. So if you haven't got one of these for your griddle, you need to get one. What that'll do is that'll circulate that heat and then moisturize that meat, the potatoes, and it will hold that heat right in there, and that'll soften them potatoes up. Not quite time to turn the bread on yet. Getting close. Some of these are done, these steaks, these pork tenderloins. A couple of them, I'm going to switch this one out, put it up there, this one here, put this one up there, and this one up there. The rest of these we can kind of move back a little bit. Let's see, this little chunk here is done. I'm going to see what it tastes like. Oh man, that's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, that rub I put on there is perfect on that, and that's just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on it as well. I mean, that's really good. And you can put what you want to. Some people put cheese on these. Some people put A1 sauce on these. I like A1 sauce on my sandwich. You put whatever you want to on them once they're done, however you want to dress it. We're just showing you the basics of getting it going here and getting your sandwich to the part to where you can put your lettuce, tomatoes, and whatever else you want on it. So now, all right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and lay some buns out here and try to make some room for them. Got a few of them. So we're going to put some butter down over here. Put as much as you want down. And this is just like we did last time when we made those cheese steaks. Same exact process on that. Now, a lot of people go ahead and put garlic on your bread, and you know what? If that's what you like, you knock it out. I like garlic on about anything, to be quite honest with you. That's why I put a little bit of garlic in those onions there. I like it on about anything. Now I'm going to put some spray for mine. I try to keep my fat as low as possible. So I'll put some butter spray over here. I can't believe it's not butter. And that's a good low-fat alternative. It's not as good as butter, but it's pretty good. It's better than nothing, I'll put it that way. It's not going to be the most awesomest thing you ever eat, but it's pretty good. I'm hoping those taters hurry and get done, because I don't like the outside and getting kind of brown. Oh, now we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting real close. So I want to let them go a little bit longer. They're basically done. We're about ready to eat. That steak's done. I'm gonna cut a little end off of this one. Now remember, if you want to go get you a thermometer and use it, that's perfectly okay. Oh yeah, that's good and white. Ooh, that's hot. I can't show you. It's pretty white. I can't see if you can see that. You can't hardly see it, but let me turn it like this way. See the white inside? Good. That looks good. If you can see the big piece here, you'd know. Yeah, man. All right. Now, I'll put all these buns off. Getting done pretty quick. It don't take that bread long. You gotta be careful. I almost burnt that, and because I had a hot spot on my see, that one was a little bit donner than the rest of them, simply because I had a hot spot on my griddle here. And these things do have hot spots, so you have to kind of. This side over here wasn't even hot. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull the meat off. It's done. We don't want to burn it up. Some of them are a little smaller than others anyway. Small ones will get burned up while the big ones are barely getting done, you know. But they're all done. I cut the biggest one. I'm going to try to turn this big one around here. You see the good golden brown outside? Look there in that corner, the good white inside. That's what a good done pork tenderloin should look like. All right. Grab my bread off of there too. Whew. One more thing to do. This meat's done. Let's check these potatoes. I think they're done too. Got me some water out here. It's hot. I didn't realize you couldn't see some of the griddle. I'm sorry about that. It's hard to see out there when I'm staring into the sun. Yeah, I think the potatoes are good too. All right. Let me find a really big potato. Right here's one. We're going to try to cut it. Make sure it's good and soft. It felt soft. I didn't feel any crunch. Yeah, that looks good. That's real good. I can already tell you. I can already tell you that's done. Them's good. All right. You may notice that seasoning there that she put on there. She put a little bit too much, I believe. It's quite a bit of it on there. That's what you'd see, and it looks brown or black there. It's that seasoning. All right, that's another meal. I'm gonna take this food inside. I'm gonna clean the grill, and then I'm gonna get me a bite to eat. I thank you for tuning in, watch another episode with me. And if you want to try this meal, please do. I don't know if it's good yet. I'm pretty sure it will be. Thank you for watching. God bless.